Hello viewers, in today's video we will discuss about the categories of principal verb. As in the last video we have broadly discussed about the types of verbs, especially the auxiliary verbs. Now we will look at the principal verbs and its kinds. Principal verb is divided in 4 types. In one type there are, see the tree. In one tree we have transitive and intransitive. In another tree we have finite and non-finite. So what is transitive, what is intransitive? First we will understand this. For your convenience, here I have written the examples of transitive verbs and example of intransitive verbs. In the first sentence, see, in the transitive verb, the girls are singing carols. So the girls, here this is the subject and this is verb. As you have already learned, this is primary auxiliary and this is the main verb. Okay, they are singing carols. So these carols is known as object to the verb. In the second sentence, the boys are playing cricket. The boys are playing cricket. So the boys is the subject and cricket is object to the verb. So simply, when a verb requires an object to complete its sense is called transitive. Now let's come to the intransitive. So before we go to the intransitive, how to find the object of a verb? So the rules to find an object to the verb is to ask the verb with what or whom. Here if we ask the verb singing, the girls are singing. If I ask the verb singing with question what the girls are singing, we get the answer carol. So here we have object, that means this is transitive. Similarly, if we ask the verb playing with the question what the boys are playing, we get an answer, that is cricket. So simply to find the object to a verb is to ask the question to the verb with what or whom. If we get an answer, that means this is transitive verb. Okay, now let's go to the intransitive. In intransitive, see, the girls are singing. Simply there is no object, the sentence is finishing here. The girls are singing, there is no object, the action is not moving to an object. That means the girls are singing. The girls may be singing songs, may be singing carols, may be singing hymns. This is not clear. So that means here we don't have object. That means this is intransitive. The boys, now look at the second sentence, the boys are playing. The sentence is finishing here. The boys are playing. Okay, that means it is not certain what the boys are playing. They might be playing cricket, they might be playing football, they might be playing hockey. So this is not clear. It means this is intransitive, there is no object. Now let's come to the finite verb and infinite verb or non-finite verb. So non-finite verbs are also called infinitive. Look at the sentence. He knew me, he knows me, he has known me. I have underlined the verb, you can see here. So see, in 3 sentences the verb has changed its form. Have you seen? Knew, in one sentence it is knew, in another sentence it is knows, and another it's known. Now let's come to the infinitive. Look at the sentence. He wanted to know me. He wants to know me. He has wanted to know me. So have you found the difference that I have underlined? In the finite verb, the verbs are changing its form according to the tense. Understood? The verbs are changing its form according to the tense. In the first it is in past, in the second it is in present, in the third is it in present perfect. Now look at the non-finite. In the first sentence it is in past, the second is also in past, and the third one is in present perfect. But look at here, we have two verbs. One is wanted, wants, and again has wanted. That means we have another verb here, to know. Know is also a verb, as we have seen here. But have you seen that here the know has not changed in any of the sentences? So these verbs are called infinitive or non-finite. When we place to before the main verb, it is called infinitive and it never changes its form. If we place to before a main verb, it will always take the present form of the verb. This is called infinitive or non-finite. But here wanted, wants, wanted, has wanted are all finite verbs. So I hope you have all understood. Now here let me tell you one thing, that all transitive and intransitive verbs are finite. Listen carefully. All transitive or intransitive verbs are finite, but all finite verbs are not transitive or intransitive. Understood? Transitive and intransitive verbs are finite always, but oppositely finite verbs are not always transitive or intransitive. I hope you have understood. Now let's move. Here I have written 12 sentences. You have to note down everything. You have to solve this at home. All the sentence write down and identify which one is finite, non-finite, transitive or intransitive. And remember one thing, as I told you, all finite and all transitive and intransitive verbs are finite, but all finite verbs are not transitive or intransitive. Understood? While detecting the transitive intransitive verb, we have to keep in our mind about the object. Understood? And to identify the infinitive or non-finite, it is very easy. If we have to before the verb, that means this is infinitive or non-finite. Now let's move to the next. Here last time I told you that auxiliary verbs are helping verb. They always help other verb. They always help the main verb. When a verb is used as helping verbs are called auxiliary. But sometimes auxiliary verbs are also used as main verbs. How? See the sentences. The dog is cute. He has 2 pens. I am punctual. They are skillful. Here is, has, am and are. In each sentence we have only one verb, and that is auxiliary verb. In each sentence we have only one verb, that is auxiliary verbs. There are no other verbs. So here the auxiliary verbs are used independently. They are not helping other verbs. When the auxiliary verbs are used independently, they also serve as main verb. Understood? When in a sentence the auxiliary verb used as the principal verb, there will be no other verbs. They can express the meaning independently. In such scenario, auxiliary verbs act as principal verb or main verb. I hope you all have understood. You have enjoyed the video. In the next video, we will discuss about the conjugation of verb. Till then, stay home, stay safe, and keep studying. And thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Bye.